on Rock Mile Avenue. This is Cellar County with Butch and Coffee. And congratulations.
Good evening.
Congratulations to all my left-handed viewers out there. As the Lefties on top of the world. Yes, Phil Mickelson wins the PGA Championship. And
the deuce bag of golf has won a major. The oldest motherfucker.
Is he really that bad, though? Is he really that bad? Like, if I don't pay much attention to golf, but is he really that bad as people say he is?
Apparently, he's a really stingy guy, and he's also a nice person to golf with. My mom loves him, though, and you know what? I gotta tip my cap. No, this ancient dinosaur is somehow still relevant in the game of golf. Oh, but wait a minute. If Tiger were playing, he would that major. Mitch Tiger is way off his game right now.
And also, this was at Kauai. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It was at a golf course that I feel Tiger Woods would probably not have excelled at. If you see it, right? You seen it? You seen the course?
Yeah, the one South Carolina.
I wasn't even going to try to pronounce that, but I would think this is a course I don't think Tiger could really do well at. Especially the fact he's just coming out of surgery. He's on crutches now.
Oh boy, Tiger! He really got lucky from the accident. He didn't get charged with a crime, and
yeah. Anyway, back to this. Heading into the final day, I actually thought Brooks Koepka was gonna catch Phil. I really thought he was.
He came close, but the apple fell too far from the tree, and he was able to hold on. By the way, I really hate to say this. Have you seen the feud that's been going on between Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau?
I unfortunately am very aware of it.
It is getting worse and worse all the time. It's just so painful. It literally has like beef history written all over it, because it also goes back to a apparent body issue back in 2019, where I think it was Shambo. Who has more majors? Is it Shambo or Koepka? One of them made fun of the other for not having a six-pack, and the other guy responded, "Well, I'm too short of a six-pack."
I'm looking it up.
It was his four majors. I think it was Koepka showing up DeChambeau, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Whatever it is, folks, the beef is just stupid. Like I said, I know Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson definitely have beef, but Tiger was nice enough to at least come out and say, "Hey, Phil, congratulations on being the oldest guy ever."
Yeah,
Brooks
he's 50, though. Yeah, he's
if Brooks Koepka were to stub his toe, Bryson DeChambeau would call him a dumbass instead of like, "Oh, hey, man, I hope you feel better," or just shake it off. You'll be better going forward. No, he would call him a dumbass, or, "Oh, hey, this is how a real man breaks his foot." Just. I don't understand golfers. I don't understand golfers paying this and stupidity towards each other. Phil, congrats on the win. Now you can finally ride off into the sunset and spend time with your wife who's been battling cancer.
Yeah. Did you also hear the other controversy on the 18th hole?
No. What other controversy do we have coming out of golf?
Basically, how basically the 18th hole was a disaster for the crowd, because of course everyone's following Phil Mickelson. They're going around. Of course, the crowd's gonna get a little restless.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, you're talking about the crowd control thing. Listen, and this is kind of like the next thing I wanted to talk about. Sports are back, dude. Let's be honest. We had a full crowd here in South Carolina. And then I was over here at the Knicks game at Madison Square, and they're playing right now. I've been watching some of the highlights and whatnot, and it was fall. Yes, you may say that crowd control was kept to a quote-unquote minute. Well, it was barely kept to a minimum. I kind of get the controversy of what's going on, but at the same time, with that many fans there, it's just like you're about to witness history. You know, honestly, I just say fuck it, just let it
No,
happen.
no. I strongly I yes, we've been out of sports for a year. We get the crowds coming back. Yes, we have a moment there. You still have to follow the damn rules. And I feel like this whole situation got so out of control
I think
that
that's hilarious. I think that's hilarious.
I
Kepka had to be stranded. I think that was hilarious that he got stranded.
I think it was dangerous. I fully think
Let
that
let me watch it. I want to watch a YouTube video of him getting quote unquote swarmed. Let's see.
his knee reportedly got dinged up as he was making his way through the fairway.
Let's see.
But I still say this is
Watch this right now.
I'm
All right.
glad that fans are back, but
Oh wow! Holy shit!
you see,
It's like a zombie.
now you see why I think this is dangerous and stupid.
Honestly, fuck it, dude.
No, absolutely not. No.
The cops are there, like, hey,
It's
hey,
like
you got...
it's like imagine this. Like imagine you hit a putt to win the Masters and everyone just starts running on the 18th hole. You don't do that shit on a golf course. You don't swarm a golf.
Everywhere.
I feel like that's bad.
Like fucking zombies.
I feel like if I was the groundskeeper, I'd be pissed. I'd be
You know what
pissed.
this reminds me of? It reminds me of Billy Madison. It reminds me of Billy Madison when they swarmed the fucking TV tower and they caused it to crash into the green.
Billy,
Everyone wants to gather around and witness history.
wait,
Dude, this is
Billy Madison. You're referring to a golf movie, right?
Yeah.
That's
the
Happy
Adam Sandler
Gilmore,
golf-
not Billy Madison.
Whatever. Get off my balls.
I will not get off your ball. All I'm gonna say at the end of the day is that it was dangerous. It was stupid. This should never happen again. And if it does happen again, okay, you know what? I'll be honest. I'm not gonna say fans shouldn't be allowed to celebrate, but should never be allowed to get as out of control as that was.
I wouldn't say that was out of control. I mean, they kept off the green. The biggest thing is you keep off the green.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah,
I can say the big ass fucking conga line they did for Phil.
Okay, yeah, keeping off the green would probably be like the biggest one. I'm just saying that when you do this and a player gets hurt, there should be consequences for that.
Let's see. We have to know the extent of his injury. You know, like how serious was this?
And did the injury? And the thing is, did the injury really cause him to fuck up his last hole? I don't think.
No, he two putted.
No,
he
yeah,
two putted.
No, he two. Nah, yeah. But I'm just saying, for future reference, if this situation happens again, there will be some consequence. I feel there should be some consequence.
Oh, you're gonna arrest people for?
Not arrest, but make sure they're banned from like any events of that course ever again.
No.
Yes.
No.
If you do something that injures another golfer, you should be suspended for it.
That would be if you're trying to intentionally inflict damage. If you're trying to witness history, I don't blame you if you try to rush the green.
I
Come
would.
on.
I would.
There's also reports from Kepka that someone, quote unquote, jammed his caddy in the mob scene. It was a capacity cap of 10,000 people. And let's be honest, it was not 10,000 people. Maybe at most, it was like maybe 1,000 from what I could tell. And hey, no one was injured in the stampede. I wouldn't even call it stampede, just the rush. No one was injured. That's honestly the biggest thing, is everyone was safe in the end and no one got hurt or died. But with that point said, what I was going to get to earlier, Is your state opening fully back up for baseball? Because as of June 1st, Tiger State, Comerica Park will be at full capacity here in Michigan.
I don't fully know if we ever reduced or ever if we ever changed anything. Let me check. Let me check. Oh,
Check because
well, I did say that the Cubs did just recently announce that vaccinated fans no longer have to wear masks, and there was a fight at the Chicago White Sox bleachers yesterday.
of course it was on the south side. Where else would it be?
I wonder which two ratchet ass women caused the fight. But there are clips of this fight right now.
You got your weave of my nachos, bitch!
Oh my god. I'm looking at the clip right now. It's definitely two. It looks definitely like two white women going at it.
Can you send it to me real fast? I want to see his bra
All
right
right. I will send you where I found this. So.
Tell me like you. Was it two opposing fans, or was it like? Can you tell if they were opposing fans, or can you just, or was it just look like it was just random people that were there?
Well, one of them was definitely in a Sox hat. One was in a white hat, and the other one I can't fully say. I'm just looking at her. She looks like she has a Chicago shirt on.
Let's be honest. Fights happen in the stands every now and then.
I just want to know what the hell. I want to know what led to the fight. Yeah.
So it wasn't racial. Let's see. Oh wow. Yeah, wow. Look at these bitches go. It's a fucking cat fight. Oh shit! There was a fucking third woman that gets involved.
Yeah. Like I want to know what caused the fight.
Damn, that ball was like a ball bag, dude. What the fuck? I love the fact they're just around it like, really? Are y'all just really doing this shit? Both got booted, according to the reports.
So wait, the two women got booted? What about the one who started the damn fight? And what about the third woman who jumps in?
I think they all got booted, from what this says, or from my understanding. Other comments are saying, we gave back to normal. The chick in the black tank does aerobics. That shit was fun as fuck.
Alright. That was... Wow, I have no idea. What?
Ooh, wait. Hold on. I just saw something. Wait.
You're telling me this now because I'm gonna move on to the next thing we should.
No. We're about to move on. I just wanna see the Astros schedule real fast. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Okay, so as we're moving
Wait, no. Oh, it's going on right now. Okay, never mind. It's that. Well, it is noteworthy, but Houston's playing LA right now.
Yeah. I have it on in the background right now.
You know fans will be fighting there. You know that shit. Sox fans.
I'm just waiting to see. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. ESPN, all those things. See if there's a brawl broke out or did someone get stabbed again.
Oh god.
All right. So, what else was this weekend? Oh yeah, the one of the Triple Crown Motorsport, the Monaco Grand Prix was this weekend as well, and a lot of shit went down in this race. Even though this race is, I have some things to say about it.
Let's focus on this year's race first before we get to your little squabble.
All right,
about why this race should matter.
First things first, Charles Leclerc, who qualified on pole even after a crash, so he's on his way during the formation lap to get during installation formation, wherever that first lap before they all line up.
Now, let me ask you, that's just to be done so that cars could be visually inspected. Like, yeah, you're good to go. You're not,
They visually inspect them before the race and as they're going to the grid. Like, when you first see it on TV, they're already at the grid. All the crews are out there doing things. But, of course, they have to drive the cars there.
Is it like when they lead the horses out from the stables to the what's it called to get them to launch at like the Kentucky Derby, the Belmont
So walking
Stakes?
them from the walk from the stable
Yeah,
to the
it's
gate.
it's kind of like it's kind of like that
I would
in a
say
way.
it seems kind of like that.
But anywho, continue.
So yeah, he suffered a crash, and of course they did the repairs, and they're thinking everything's fine. So as he's going to the grid, his gearbox fails, and he can't shift, and so his car's out. So once again, Charles Leclerc is not able to not only does he not finish in his home Grand Prix, he doesn't even get to start. He does not even get to start in it. So, of course, that leaves Mr. Verstappen as the de facto leader.
Oh boy, the German.
Oh, yes, the hottest thing in F1 that's not Lewis Hamilton. So, of course, 5 lights, they're off and running. And Monaco, if you've never seen the Monaco Grand Prix, it's historically great, but in recent times, it's freaking boring. It's boring. I hate to be that guy, but yeah, it's boring. And this is only because of the track layout, you really have no room to really do much anything. I know the sites are historic, but the track.
Look, do you have a problem with Monaco? Do you have a problem with the glitz and glamour that goes into it?
I don't have a problem with the glitz and glamour and the historic side of it, but I don't feel like we should sacrifice good racing for history.
My dad's dream, R.I.P. to him, of course,
R.I.P. to him.
was to go to Monaco, have all us dress up in tux, and go hit the casinos right before the races. That was his dream. Each of us would get $10,000 and go hit the casinos. And yes, I did think a little bit like Archer, except I wouldn't crash the race.
I know you were going to do. So anyway, the race is going, and of course now time for pit stops. So actually, before we get to the pit stops, let me make another small note here. Lewis Hamilton actually qualified 7th for this race. 7th. That is, for Mercedes, that's like bad. And for Monaco, that's bad.
Well, specifically speaking, for this course, you can't really pass.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
Yeah, there's really qualifying in Monaco is like the most important thing because
Let's be honest, if you tried to run a race like this today at a new course, this would definitely not pass. It would definitely not pass their standards. Monaco is grandfathered in.
Yes, Monaco's grandfather. It's the only race that doesn't have to go regulation distance.
Wait, you can't go out in a way. Right. Yeah, I know. Maybe not in a way that's exciting to the racing fan, but what, dude?
But to be fair, that's like saying, what have I said?
Hey, it's better than watching Joe Dirt cheer 43 drivers make 4 left turns a lap. Let's be honest.
I was about to say, what if I made the same complaint that they shouldn't, if the racing sucks, they shouldn't do Daytona 500. You know how many people would probably be knocking on my door, wishing me death threats and all that?
Especially a person of your character. Double the death threats.
Why do I do this with you? Anyway.
Listen. I like the aspect of Monaco. Pop open that Dom Perignon and go have a good time. All right. I know for Mercedes, it wasn't really the best race. I know.
Let me get to that. Let me get to why it was a shit race. So first, let's talk about Lewis Hamilton. He tried the undercut, and it failed miserably. So you usually would do the undercut. In some tracks you would do the undercut, some tracks you would do the overcut. I'm not going to explain technical terms right now, but in some cases it's better to do one than the other. Let's just say he tried the undercut here. It failed badly. Because when he tried it, he literally dropped all the way. He started 7th. He worked his way to 6th. And then all of a sudden now he's back. He's in the back. He's behind Gasly and Sainz. And Vettel got past him too. So that's a
Yeah.
big. But let's talk about the real disaster. So after Lewis Hamilton made his pit stop, Bottas comes in to make his pit stop. He stops. 3 tires come off, and 3 tires come off, and they're like, "What's happening? Everyone's what's happening?" The right front will not come off, and we're thinking, okay, the gun malfunction. No, the gun is going, and then we looked at the reel. It's stripped. The whole bolt is stripped. They cannot get this. They are trying their damnedest to get this tire off, and then you just hear on the radio, you just see Bottas go, "Guys," and at that moment, my heart sank because I knew they're not going to get this tire off, are they?
Probably not.
They did not get the tire off. They had to retire the car. He had a guaranteed podium. If he didn't crash, he was guaranteed a podium. He was running second at the time. And now, because of this, he's out of the race. He was out of the race over a fucking tire. And this just adds, this is why I feel bad for him a lot. Because this guy has shit luck. And it doesn't help the fact that he's competing against one of the greatest, if not the greatest driver of all time. It's so, and of course there was a debriefing, and in this debriefing, they basically said what happened, and Toto Wolff did put a little blame on Bottas, and I don't know enough about racing to justify whether or not what he said is true, but I will say this. That's kind of a dick move to blame your driver for a mistake when 3 other guys can clearly get the tire off, but this one guy couldn't, and you blame the driver for it?
You can't.
Like I said, I'm not in any position to really know what to.
You have every right to blame the driver. Oh my god!
I would say it's not the fact.
Right.
Again, it's not the fact where he was right or wrong. It's the fact that I get a lot of people say, and I can kind of believe it, that this happened to Lewis. He would not blame Lewis for the mistake. He would blame the pit stop. He would blame the right tire jackman. But since this is Bottas, I can easily blame him.
Oh boy. Okay.
You just looked it up, right?
Oh. No, I just saw something else. Did you see Russell Westbrook got hurt and had to leave the game? Did you see someone dump popcorn on him as he was leaving the game?
Fuck that fan.
Restrained?
Fuck that fan. Throw him out of the building. Put his face up on social media.
Oh my god, 76ers fans are...
I don't care. I don't care if this is a 76ers fan or a Wizards fan.
I like this comment. Instead of being banned, the fans should be thrown to the locker room Westbrook for 5 minutes.
All right. Anyway, back to so at the end of the day, Mercedes had a shit day. Verstappen won the race, and for the first time since 2018, I believe, we have a non-Mercedes driver on top of the leaderboard.
Right?
Yeah. If there's any other thing I could say about Monaco is that I know historically it's like the crown jewel of Formula One of the best races, but I really think that they should change. They should do something to make it more entertaining. Nothing else to add except that Mazepin actually finished ahead of Schumacher, which actually does piss me off a little. But anyway, let's move on.
Can I say to the Westbrook thing? Because I just want you to watch it towards the end, and they apparently point out the fan that has thrown the popcorn. It's right at the end of the actual replay. You have to watch this.
Is this gonna be like?
Oh, you have to watch this because the guy is like he looks like a typical douchebag Philadelphia fan. I think he has I thought it was a Phillies cap at first. He has his hat backwards and whatnot. He's wearing a white overshirt and whatnot. Oh my god, dude! He looks like your typical douchebag Philly fan.
A typical douchebag Philly fan. Dude, is this gonna turn into a? Oh my god, is this gonna turn into a Steve Bartman incident?
Yeah, no. Listen, he was injured. He was leaving the game, and as he was being led out to the underbelly of the stadium, popcorn was poured onto him from the stands.
Did they
So it
confirm
wasn't like he.
it was a Philadelphia fan or was it a Wizards fan?
It was a Philly fan. He's in Philadelphia right now. This was a Philly fan
come out and
that clearly did
all
it.
you want, we encourage that. This is just plain stupidity.
You have this, then you have just earlier today. You had the stuff with Kyrie Irving about the Celtics.
Being Westbrook or
Man,
whomever, they are.
No
pumped
NBA
with their
fans have
adrenaline.
a
He's
reputation.
probably feeling
Oh,
bad.
look at that in my hometown.
losing
We
this
have the
game
Malice
to
at the Palace.
just a
We
stupid
literally
thing to
turned
do.
Ron Artest.
I was
the biggest
about
piece
to
of shit of 2004.
I was about to say you have no room to talk after the Mouse in the Palace incident.
Listen, Ron Artest was an idiot. There's one fan, and Ron Artest didn't even get the right guy. He punched the wrong fan. And then the Pacers going into the fucking stands, man. That was fucking chaos. That's what you get when you only have 3 cops working at a sporting venue. And now you see sporting events have at least 20 cops on the field to ensure something like that never happens again. But you had this shit with the 76. You had this shit with the dumb fans, making the dumb gestures or saying, "I'm not even gonna try to like be at the same page as Kyrie with like the racial stuff." They make controversial taunts and whatnot.
They make controversial taunts.
If you are a fan, act civil, don't be stupid, and most importantly, don't single yourself out to be a jackass in the wage of social media, because you will lose everything. You will be blacklisted. You will lose your job. You will look like an idiot in front of your whole family. And no one forgets! It's on the internet forever!
2 things.
Oh my God, with these people.
2 things. 1, this is why, even though all my talk of going as a trash man to a Sox game, I would never actually do that shit. I would, but I'm not going to storm the field. I am not going to scream, "Fuck you, Altuve, suck my big hairy nuts." But you would say that to La Russa, would you?
I would just tell him to get out of the game. I would just tell him to go back to whatever.
The second thing is,
I would just tell him to go back to whatever timer hub he got pulled out of.
The second thing I was going to say is that I am glad that in the incidents like this in the modern age, we were able to forgive Steve Bartman. I'm so glad that.
That's a question I want to say for most Chicagoans. I know they won the World Series and whatnot, but have Cubs fans truly forgiven Bartman?
I personally never. I was too young to really care about it, but looking back at it, I can say is that he did what other fans do it. And remember, other fans also made plays for the ball too. So why single out that guy? What about the other asshole that actually got a piece of it?
It is the guy that was tuned, quote unquote, out of the game on the radio, and he was the literal scapegoat for that particular incident. Do I feel like a fan deserves that much negativity and that much attention and whatnot? No. What we have with incidents like what Kyrie Irving's apparently playing on Boston, and with this, and with the Mouse of the Palace, it's just fans being idiots, dude. Yeah. You come there to enjoy the entertainment. You're not there to try and pick fights or start shit, You're not there to mock someone that's making more money than you. You're just simply there to root on their
Not only
team.
Makes more money than you, 9 times out of 10 could probably kick your ass.
I
guarantee you Russell Westbrook had like 5 minutes alone with that fan. That fan would have every bone in his face broken.
Definitely be dead. He'd definitely be dead.
All right.
I would say. Anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up here?
I'd say in terms of the NBA playoffs, Suns actually did beat the Lakers. That was good. That was good.
You're making it sound like it was a shocker.
No, I'm actually because everyone thinks, oh, LeBron, when he comes back, he's gonna be so great. Oh my God, LeBron, Anthony Davis, they're gonna be so great. The Lakers are not as good as people think they are. There's a reason they're the 7th seed. There's a reason they were the 7th seed.
We talk about the play-in games. How exciting!
The only thing is that if the Lakers do somehow make the finals, I am literally going to throw I'm gonna riot. I'll fucking riot if the Lakers win another one. If LeBron gets another, I will fucking riot because
I will put a brick from outside through my computer monitor.
I would fly. I will literally take. I would get a bottle of Everclear, just chug the whole thing in one night. Because either I'm too drunk to either give a fuck or I die of alcohol poisoning. Either way, I win. I feel good at the end of the night. Okay, what else happened this weekend? Oh, NASCAR was at the Circuit of the Americas in a rain-filled race that, in all honesty, should have probably never happened.
Probably, just for safety concerns and whatnot.
No one can say shit! Did you see the race? Did you listen to the Radioactive when they posted it? No one could see shit during that race.
Oh, jeez.
And I do understand that if F1 can race in the rain, why can't NASCAR? Well, now you know why NASCAR doesn't do it. At least not on a road course. Oh my God, this was so... Like, hooray to Chase Elliott for winning, but... Oh my God, this was just...
But still. Can we talk about the playing games real fast? That real snoozer between Memphis... Or not, yeah. Excuse me, Charlotte and Indy.
Didn't we talk about last week?
We covered the first one. I don't think we covered... We covered that one, but we did not cover the upsets between Memphis and Golden State. Wait, was it Memphis? Yes.
All right.
Yeah, no, Memphis.
All right. What do you want to add to it?
You think Draymond Green's overrated?
Yes, but not that much overrated. To say like
Carmelo,
say Carmelo Anthony, that guy is like way overrated.
Are we not gonna put him at the same level because Draymond has a ring?
No.
Okay, take away the ring. Take away Draymond's rings. Are they at the same level?
No, Anthony's still more overrated. Because at the very least, Anthony was Draymond. The only reason Draymond Green was a detriment to his team is because of attitude, not skill on the court. Carmelo Anthony was both a deterrent in attitude and skill on the court.
Yeah, but Carmelo's more of a guy you lean on and not Draymond. Draymond's more of a supporting character. He never has really had a chance to, have the spotlight all to himself, be the... what's the word I'm looking for? Be the team leader. He's always been a supportive role.
Something that Carmelo Anthony should be in now, but he's playing like, no, I'm still a leader. I can lead this team and cost his team games.
Well, that's the stigma you get if you're a prima donna, and I will admit that Carmelo is a little bit more of a prima donna, but Draymond should definitely be up there with Carmelo if it wasn't for his 2 tasty rings or 1.
He has 3.
I think it was 2.
He has 3.
With that said, this has been so can't even put you cuff.
No, Draymond has 3 rings. The one he won in 2015, and the 2 he won with Durant. He has 3 rings.
Oh God. Oh God. I can't do that. Oh my God, I can't do this.
See, every time I mention Durant, you just shut down. Guys, this show is
literally the biggest snake in the grass.
This show has gone completely off the rails, folks. I apologize.
When does it go off the rails? Take a shot when this show doesn't go off the rails. All right,
drinking game. Take a shot every time we lose track of what we're talking about or we're interrupted by
our audience would be brain dead.
Anyway, let's go over let's go over to the NHL playoffs. So far, it's confirmed that Winnipeg, Colorado, Boston, and the Islanders have advanced.
Oh my God, the Islanders are moving on, baby. Suck it, Pittsburgh! Woo! And we can pretty much add Tampa Bay to that list if Florida can't get its shit together. I was really hoping the
I think Toronto will be on that list in a sec.
Oh my God, Toronto fans. Oh, they're fucking New York Knicks fans of the NHL, dude. Oh God. It is a cold day in hell. What the
fuck what makes that compare? Okay, I may be lost here. Why make that comparison, Butch? Tell me right now why make that comparison.
Because ownership were idiots for how many plus years. The team is supposed to be like they're supposed to be like the icon, the face of the entire league, and yet they've been shit. Like, talk about the Knicks in culture. They've been in movies, in TV shows, in books. And they have, one title to show for it in, like, the last 50 years? And Toronto's the same way. One of the most historic franchises in all hockey. And you had an inept owner that ran your team to the ground because he was an alleged racist and idiot. Okay. And I hate to say it, dude, as a Detroit native, I cannot stand to see an original six team like the Maple Leafs move on, dude. I just can't do it. It's too much. It hurts my soul. It personally hurts my soul.
I'm actually glad you I'm actually glad you explained it because I was about to say, so what? Historically, do we do Yankees on list? But after your explanation, I could say, nope, they're not the Yankees because the Yankees actually won shit in the past. In the past 15 years, they actually won one. The Yankees have won one in the past 15 years.
And they've actually been back to the championship. Toronto has not made it back since '67.
When did the Yankees? When did the Yankees make the World Series again outside 2009?
2000. They didn't make it in the last decade.
I said the past 15 years. They won one championship. The Yankees have.
And would have been 03. They made it against, but they lost to the Marlins.
No, I'm saying from 2009 onward, have they ever made another World Series?
No. That's what I said. That's what I said.
That's what I was referring to. Is that at least the Yankees have won one since, but they haven't appeared.
The 2010s were the first decade for the New York Yankees that they did make a World Series.
But they also have had superstars that have broken into the mainstream, even though the Yankees haven't really gone anywhere. Aaron Judge was the biggest name I could think of in the past 15 years that really went somewhere.
And they're still ways away. They're still ways away, but we shall see what happens.
All right. So, anything else you want? Oh, yes, you had one thing you wanted to talk about.
No, now I have something else, and I just kind of came across this. You know what happened 10 years ago today? Game 7 Vancouver riots. Oh. You know why I bring this up? Remember the photo of the kissing couple?
Yeah.
This was 10 years ago today, and they did an article on them. Scott Jones and Alex Thomas. They have been living together, have started a family, and have a 3-year-old daughter currently in Australia.
Huh.
It is it's a very heartwarming story, dude. I remember seeing that photo. I remember watching a story when that first came out and whatnot. And it's just kind of cool to see that.
All right. So
it's kind of
that's actually kind of adorable, and
I think it would be cute. Me and Brenda had that during a break.
Actually, if Vancouver manages to win another one, the two of them should have another image of them kissing in Vancouver with their daughter giving a look like ew. I think that'd be adorable. That'd be a great photo.
That would be hilarious.
But
the backstory was they were knocked down by police, and he kissed his girlfriend to comfort her amidst the chaos, not knowing there was a freelance photographer that took a photo of it, and then the thing went viral.
All right.
Holy shit.
Okay, so 2 more things before we end. The first thing is that UEFA has opened up a case officially against Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Juventus over the Super League. So UEFA's actually thinking about, we should actually punish this team. Now I know Real Madrid will probably protest, especially since the president of Real Madrid is the one who basically says we're still going to do the fucking Super League.
Oh boy.
But yeah, there are consequences for doing this. And I'm just actually glad that, hey, they're taking the steps to say, no, you guys should be punished for this. And they're actually going out and doing it. I don't know.
So is this going to be like slaps on the wrist, or is this going to be like the full-on deep painting?
It could actually be a case where it's like, okay, you know what? I would say the punishment would be, you know what? Even if you win your league, you're still barred from the Champions League for the next 2-3 years.
Ooh, so it's definitely gonna be a oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, get the popcorn ready, because I think you and I are about to get some real satisfaction going forward.
The sad thing is, I don't think really anything would come of it. Like, I think if anything, Real Madrid will probably be the only team that really get punished, given the fact that Florentino Perez is the guy who's still saying we're still fucking gonna do Super League. If the other two say, okay, we're done, we're out, you may get immunity, you may only get like a 1-year ban or maybe probation. But I think unless Real Madrid and Florentino Perez actually pull out, if they just stop talking, they're gonna get the hammer on them.
Right? By the way, sorry. The kiss was not 10 years ago today. It was on the 15th of June, which is coming up. Just as a heads up. Sorry.
I was about to say, I was about to say, it seemed a little early.
The story's been running everywhere. I've been seeing it. So,
okay, so
I think it's cool.
All right, last thing is Julio Jones and Shannon Sharp. Do you want to explain this whole incident, Butch, or do you want me to explain it?
You go ahead, because you did find out about this till very recently. And
yeah, but you told me about it, so you know more about it.
All right, so basically, Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, the two douchebags they're hosting Undisputed on FS1. We're talking about Julio Jones, and about Julio Jones apparently wearing a Dallas Cowboys hat at a party over the weekend. So this happened on Monday. Shannon Sharp calls up Julio Jones. Julio does not know at the moment that Shannon Sharp is currently on live TV. He brings up the Dallas photo and asks Julio what he wants, and Julio says, I want out of Atlanta. I want to win. So, in the process, he is not only alienated Atlanta fans into completely despising him, he has also maybe fucked up his trade talks. And then, on the other side of the mic, you have Shannon Sharp, who might be suffering on tampering charges. Because guess what? That shit's illegal. You can't exactly do that. You have to inform someone if they're going to be live on air, because that's going to make them look really bad. So now you have this whole backlash of whether Sharp is in the right or wrong, and now you're wondering whether or not with Julio was staged.
The whole thing comes down to between, one, did Julio know he was live on TV?
I think in a way, yes, but probably not.
And the second thing, did Shannon know that they were live? The whole thing is that who knew they were live? Because if they both knew they were live, then Julio Jones is in deep shit.
Oh yeah,
if Julio didn't know they were live and Shannon knew they were live, then Shannon's in deep shit. He's in deep shit. if they both didn't know they were alive, again, Julio's in deep shit. Well, you can argue they're both in equally deep shit, but I'd say Julio's got a more immediate consequence.
Julio is definitely going to be in the crosshairs. Even if this wasn't intentional, it's still going to look bad on him. Shannon Sharp, though, he should never done that. Even if it was staged, he should go fuck himself. You don't do something like that, straight up. Period.
That is kind of a dick move to.
It really was, dude.
I don't know. Go ahead.
If you're a professional, have respect. Don't do something like that. Don't be dumb.
This could be another one of those things where people will say, "Oh, it was just locker room talk that came live." Well, no, it's kind of how should I put this?
It's what the man wants. It's what the man wants.
If Julio Jones wants,
it's a story. It brings attention, even if it's a little negative publicity.
If Julio Jones wants to leave, fine, he can leave. If he's mad about where he's at now, fine, he can leave. If he wants to talk to someone, that's where I say, be careful who you talk to about it.
Right?
And if Sharp is the one that instigated this whole thing, then again, he's in deep shit. Because this whole thing is starting to sound like Sharp instigated this whole thing without Julio's knowledge. Which again, if that's the case, then Sharp can literally be in deep shit. But the thing is, we won't know until this just happened on Monday, so
we'll see what happens.
There's still some information coming out, so hopefully by next week we'll have an update on whether or not Shannon Sharp is fired, or whether or not Julio Jones is fined or suspended or anything.
It's about to be bad.
Just like next week's podcast.
This has been Cellar County with Butch and Coffee.
Tune in next week for more off the rails commentary and other bullshit. See you next week.